And probably myself, I will be giving a short introduction about ESNC, of why, and further on Ratish will be taking it up a lead. ESNC is a product, it's a security tool. Whenever there is a name called security, we always say that it's going to be a basis stream. Yes, of course. Enterprise security and compliance. How this is going to help the basis stream, or how it's going to help the customer in terms if you are buying an additional tool in addition to an SAP software. It's going to help, say, probably when I say in security an authorization object or SOD, this is going to be the first thing which is going to pop up in the mind of all the people. Yes, of course, this does the same. In addition, when I look it up into a customer perspective, never mind whether I am accessing the system internally or externally. If it is an externally, the customer is going to talk about how the hackers, whether the hackers is going to be access my system. Yes, of course, they will be accessing the system if there are any loopholes are available. If there are no proper validation has been happening in terms of firewall or within the SAP product, when we've been publishing in ITS or through an internet, there are chances of hackers to get into the server and do a malicious thing, whatever which they have wanted. Probably this needs to be stopped or has to be identified. Instead of after happening, we will be saying that yes, we will do in precautionary measures, we will stop that, and we have blocked the port, hereafter this will not happen. So ESNC is going to play a major role. When this been in place, a real-time monitoring is going to be happen. In terms if someone is been accessing, or if someone is doing a hacking kind of thing, doing a malicious thing, it will give you a real-time alert through an SMS or mail or whatever the applications which we have enabled. It will give you a real-time alert in just a fraction of seconds. And probably Ratish, can you take it up a lead further on?
Yeah, thank you. Hi, I welcome you all to the 2015 Kaar Annual Leadership Meet of 2015. I'm here to give a presentation on ESNC. ESNC is an enterprise compliance and security, which basically a security tool provides a security for SAP applications. This company is based in Germany. ESNC, their main focuses on security research and innovations to date. ESNC is the first company to offer a penetration testing software for security professionals by assisting them to provide security breaches if anything happening in the system. ESNC is also specialized in customizing security pack according to their business needs, in specific to oil and gas and mining industries. ESNC is the first company also provides the security software for GRC. Everybody know SAP have a GRC, governance, risk, compliance. There is a security for SAP systems, but this ESNC is very keen on focusing the security for GRC itself. And so far, SAP have acknowledged the ESNC research of 101 security threats, and they have released in public. So let us discuss these ESNC modules and brief information about ESNC in detail.
Before getting into that, when I look at it into a business problem, why the customer needed an additional tool, as I have already mentioned. Yes, when I remember a quote from an IT manager when I was discussing with them about the security breaches which happened in Middle East countries. And he said that, Vijay, no matter, I never bother about my data center even is getting crashed, or I am not able to run my business for a week or 10 days, doesn't matter. But not even a single minute, an hacker should not enter into my system. That is the kind of security in which the customer is being expecting. Of course, we do have tools in SAP. As say, SAP has provided an internal tool called an RSec Note. This will help us, an ST API tool. This will help us to some extent, stating your system is on risk and you have to apply a couple of security notes. We will be updating this, and we will be evaluating, validating these kind of reports. Say an early watch report. Probably in 1 week, probably for once in a week, we will be running a report. And we will identify, okay, these are the fixes has been done and these are the recommendation has been done by SAP. So we will be applying in the system. So we will be applying in a weekly or monthly or quarterly basis. But this tool is from an SAP and this being evaluated by an SAP. So there is a kind of a risk. And hence we will be saying to a customer stating your systems are 100% secure. But we don't have a kind of a proof stating that this, say, kind of a standard report which is not available in the SAP system. And hence, we will be assisting or recommending to customer to similar tools, to ESNC tool, in which even SAP people are accessing this tool for doing and penetration testing as mentioned by Ratish. So SAP development objects, SAP, if I take an SAP AG people, they are using this penetration testing application software from an ESNC, and they've been doing internal audit with the help of this tool.
Yeah. So we all know that SAP comes with a business suite like Enterprise Resource Portal, CRM, SRM, and so on. Likewise, ESNC provides a security suite as displayed here. Let us discuss each and every module in detail. The first one is audit and assessment for SAP. It provides the assistance for SAP infrastructure, as well as it provides the it prevents the attacks from the internet as well as security breaches in the system. So this audit and assessment provides a tool which can eliminate the insider threat as well as the breaches in the system. And the second model is SAP penetration testing, which is in detail a tool which can help us to evaluate whether any current breaches is happening in the system. For example, if I'm a hacker, I will check any weakest point in the entire landscape. Say, for example, if I breach into a development system, I can easily penetrate to quality or production system. Say if I'm a hacker and I have hacked into a development system, and by using a remote function called RFC, I can penetrate to quality as well as the production system. If I get access to a production system, I can easily download all the data of customers. For example, we have a banking sectors. The banking sectors will have all the credit card information of existing users. And how many does know, SAP provides a report. In that report itself, we can view the entire credit card information without encryption. So if I'm a hacker, I can get into a system, I can easily penetrate all the informations. So this particular tool allows you to give an alerts. For example, if anyone currently breaching into a system, it will automatically alert by SMS, email, or anything, and it will act as a firewall to prevent those hackers. Industry-specific compliance is ISO. This is the third module. Every company is keen on getting a certification on ISO, and our company is recently certified by CMM audit level. So this is certification given by ESNC to make up all the companies to the extent level. The code validation of ABAP security. Nowadays, an ABAPer can do all the programs, and not only the ABAPers, no offense. A programmer can do any kind of programs, but the code validation is a standards. We can set a standards that all the programmers should follow the same standards. They should not manipulate any SQL injection into their query. Let me explain about SQL injection. SQL injection is nothing but ABAPer can manipulate the existing queries into their own needs. For example, an ABAPer or programmer can develop a program where he can grant himself a SAP_all access by using a program itself. And also it prevents the code to passes to the production systems. The code validation tool will stand by between the development and quality and the production system. If a programmer, if a programmer or ABAPer develops objects or program, if he releases, it will test before it reaches to the quality or production system. So that's how we can secure our ABAP codes. The real-time monitoring, fraud detection, and prevention. This is the key for ESNC. It acts as an alert mechanism. What it does is, if any breaches or any threats or any hackers inside the system, it will give a real-time alerts as well as it gives reports in a detailed manner in single of minutes. Say we all know for the hackings or the security breaches in a system. For example, if a credit card information has been breached and the user has to complain after 1 or 2 weeks after seeing the payslip. But the real-time monitoring alerts will act like an immediate firewall. It will give an alerts and SMS immediately that a hacker breached into a system, go and check it out, or else we can block the particular users. That's how the real-time monitoring and fraud detection prevention works.
To add a point, say when we come into a real-time monitoring, why this real-time monitoring is not available in an existing SAP system? This is the first question which we ask ourselves. Yes, we don't have a real-time monitoring which is not available in the system. Probably we can do an customization with the help of an CCMS alert or using a solution manager product. We could trigger an alert if there are any things are happening. But when I say a standard user, say for an example, SAP star or the users which been covered by an administrator, if someone has been using this user ID in which I wanted to know whether it's been accessing or it's been accessed sometime back or not. But using this kind of a tool, I could set up an alert or kind of a customization stating whenever an user has been using this user account or from a different ID or I mean a different IP, they've been accessing this account, we could send that alert to the concerned administrator. So this what we've been trying to say in real-time monitoring. I'm just saying it as an example. Similarly, for an HR policy, if someone is trying to get data of an HR payroll data, or if someone has been logging into a solution manager system and trying to get the details of a customer list, for any kind of a thing, we could set up a workflow by doing customization by working with an ABABA. But there is no such things is been available in a standard, and that's the reason we've been going for an ESNC, and that's what I added as a point.
Yeah. So the identified vulnerabilities in SAP products, even in GRC. As I said before, SAP provides the GRC for their security for entire SAP applications. But there are some vulnerabilities and breaches already happened in GRC system itself. So ESNC research analysts have analyzed all the reports, and they have reported back to SAP, for which SAP have accepted all the breaches and all the vulnerabilities, and they have provided 101 security notes so far, and to prevent all these identified GRC security settings. So the reporting with the dashboard and easier report multi-thread analysis. It's nothing but the same. As I informed before, the reporting will help us to know how many breaches are already happened in the system, as well as we can see the real-time alerts and real-time monitorings. And to add a further information about ESNC, ESNC is specialized in customizing a security pack according to our business needs. Say, for example, I have oil and gas mining industries, or I have a banking sectors. I have different mining sectors. So what ESNC will do is they will develop and customize a product which can accumulate the security risk, and it can be avoided all the further informations.
When we talk about reporting with the dashboards, we could say that ESNC has offered an inbuilt 20 reports in which we could avail it. Even there is no need of a customization in which we wanted to make use of that reports. Only thing we needed to add a couple of transport requests if it is an ABAP system, or if it is a Java system, we need to put it up and add on in an existing portal system. By doing so, we will be using the ESNC applications, and also you will be able to access the available standard reports of ESNC about SAP systems. And
yeah,
okay. And the most interesting security suite, because apart from the other security suites which is available in ESNC, this is the one which we have, which will get benefited with respect to an ABABA, say a developer plus administrator. When I talk about an administrator, we talked about a lot of topics about real-time monitoring, how the fraudulent can be controlled, and all such things. When I come into a developer perspective, and developer probably, say, let me take it up an example of how the current scenario has been working in our delivery offshore center. Say a different project has been running at different areas, and of course all the developers has been working into a different consultant is been working into a different project. But there are no standard rules are available. Say Kaar standard rules, in which a senior consultant need to educate an ABABA or a fellow his mates, stating these are the standards in which we have to follow it up. He will educate. I'm sure everyone will follow the same. But once in a period, quarterly basis, and a senior consultant from ABABA will do a code check of all the systems, of all the projects or all the support projects which he has done. They have to evaluate and they have to invest a time on it. Basically, it's a lot of effort estimation, if I'm saying, as I have seen it in person. So in such cases, it's an in another word I could say is that we cannot follow it up by handing over to one person. You could take you can take it care of all the projects. So ESNC providing a tool internally in which we could control all the development objects. Even a small transport request is been releasing. This will be doing a mandatory code check of all the transports. Probably even if it releases a small transport request, it will check it out. If it is not meeting the cost standards or the standards which has been mentioned by the seniors, it will not release. It will say that you have a vulnerability or a SQL injection or dynamic statement is being used, and hence we will not be releasing this transport request. So developer has to check it out once and how to fix it and how to align with a template which has been set it out in the Kaar standard rules, and then it will be, and then once you've been releasing again, it will be automatically released. So this will be adding it up an added value advantage when you are going with an ABAP security code. Second thing, there are a couple of peoples or well-knowledge developers. If there are any emergency transfer in case if their administrator is not available, they will be directly changing it out in quality or in production system without our knowledge. So there are also some chances in which we could not identify or keeping track of all the transport requests by one person, which is really an hectic task, and even it's not possible on day-to-day basis. In that case, if you've been using this tool, and it will compare the difference of all the systems, say dev, quality, and production system, if I'm having in my landscape, it will compare the differentiation or verification of the version management between all the systems. If there are any versions are mismatching between the dev and quality or in the production system, it will automatically send an alert to us. So this is a second advantage in which if you've been railing into an ESNC ABAP security suite. And the third one, there is also a possibility in which we could use the same code rules across all the landscape. It doesn't matter if it is in CRM or ECC system. It's only if it is only it will not only applicable for an ECC landscape. We could change the customizing in fraction of minutes to apply this kind of rules for any other systems like BW landscape or CRM landscape or portal landscape or whatever may be. And by this way, the ESNC ABAP code security plays a major role. And any other things you need to add?
Yep. So the business benefits of using ESNC. ESNC is a security tool, as I said before. It is very, very easy one to install. We can just deploy the agent at the back end of the SAP system, and it can be connected to any high-end system. The reason why I mentioned the high-end system is we can add up to 100 instances in one particular tool, and we can monitor all these SAP systems in a fraction of a second. And the results will be much faster. We try to contact ESNC for a demo, and they have shown a live demo for us, which shows like the report will be shown in minutes and in seconds. And the specific compliances is one of the major business benefits for ESNC. It provides a security suite for specific compliances. Already there are customers who have chosen the SAP ESNC. They are SAP partners, Volkswagen, they are like well-off companies in the large-scale industries. The scan results in minutes. I have seen the scan results in minutes. They have seen a million of objects or a billion of records in fraction of seconds. They have chosen whether any ABAP code has been breached or not. And detailed reports, as I said, like EWA will take 1 week. The SAP system will analyze each and every task for a week, and then it will give the EWA report. But this ESNC tool will give the alerts or the reports in a fraction of a second in a detailed way.
And the below link will be very helpful for the summarize of the product which we have discussed now.
And for example, nowadays the video presentation is one of the major goals to reach audiences, and as well as it will explain very in crisp and crystal. We've been searching for ESNC for a long period of time. We didn't find anyone. So we prepared ourselves with a simple video presentation. Please. Welcome you all to the 2015 Annual Leadership Meet of Kaar. This video is about ESNC, which provides security tool for SAP applications. ESNC major focus is on SAP security and innovations to date. ESNC certified by SAP Partner, EU Standards, Alliance, McAfee and Microsoft. So far, ESNC has reported 101 security breaches to SAP, for which SAP has released security patches, acknowledging the ESNC's research in public. Solutions to your business risk. ESNC mainly focuses on generating SAP security audit logs. It offers penetration testing to test any breaches in the SAP system. ESNC concentrates on reducing business risk for large enterprises. ESNC is providing security training as well as helps us in the segregation of duties. ESNC offers license in terms of security suite, which are audit and assessment, real-time monitoring, ABAP code security, penetration testing, security policy enforcement. ESNC is fast enough to scan 100 systems in minutes with the report, more reliable and secure. Advantages of ESNC: it secures your ABAP code, reduces business risk from hackers, lowers the audit cost, reduces the workload, it acts as a bulletproof 20+ management dashboards. ESNC is specialized in customizing security pack according to your business needs, in specific to oil and mining industries. And success story of ESNC. ESNC is the first tool to offer SAP penetration testing software for security professionals. A well-off company like SAP, Volkswagen and so on has chosen their security platform as ESNC Security Suite. Log on to www.esnc.de for further information. Thank you for watching the presentation.